Hello everybody and guys, welcome back to some more Astral Ascension. We are back in the video today, guys, to do the next part. We're gonna explore around the planet, I guess we crossed on the last time. So yeah, a few moments later, the rest of our crew insurance on the bridge. Thankfully, everyone else is unharmed. Luna heads straight to Iris's side and checks her over. Vela burrs her frown and worry.
Are you guys okay?
Yep, nothing a healthy dose of alcohol won't cure.
Yeah, that sounds good. Are you?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Luna finishes checking Iris.
All good.
Thanks, Luna.
She then comes over to me and Kai while Iris returns to Vela.
I'm glad everyone is alright, but we need to do a full ship diagnostic as soon as possible.
Already on it. I had Beep Boop launch the diagnostics before I came up. Needless to say, communications are out and we are on emergency power for now.
So we're sending ducks. Got it.
Can you disable the automated SOS signal?
It got a little damaged, but I was going to work on that first.
Don't.
She looks confused.
Why not?
Exari is supposed to be uninhabited, but they had EMP relay repeaters waiting to trap passing ships. Considering we weren't the only ships targeted, I think the relays were meant to capture any and all ships, probably to steal cargo or possibly more.
Like the people in the ship. My stomach turns. I've heard similar reports in Aya, but they were very few, and so far removed from our usual cases that I almost forgot about them. It's still a little unbelievable that people do this in the outer regions to get away with
The
it.
last thing we want is a big beacon indicating where we are.
That's a good idea.
That Seardros background is coming in quite handy at the moment.
Kai rubs his
I
chin.
figured it would at some point. Either way, we need to be extra cautious while we're here.
So, what should we do next?
The desert storm will give us some natural cover while we run full diagnostics. From there, we can figure out what we need to fix in order to get out of here.
Alright. Sounds good enough to me.
Luna, please do an inventory of medical supplies and see what we're working with. That
Fine.
crash was hard, and I'm sure
Probably
our
nothing.
supplies have been affected.
Of course.
Finally, Iris turns to me and Kai.
You two, keep your attention on the radar. We want to make sure we don't get any visitors. If we're discovered, we'll need to make a quick getaway with whatever is still working.
You got it.
Understood.
Now that everyone has their assignments, let's get to work.
The group nods. Iris, Vela, and Luna all exit the bridge, leaving just me and Kai remaining.
Woo! Good work, Hotshot.
Of course, go.
I have no idea how you kept us alive, but you somehow pulled it off.
Oh, well, Kai, I mean, I'm just skilled like that. Thanks, although we could have done it if you hadn't identified the relay repeater so quickly. You could.
I suppose I'll take credit for that.
Alright, let's not take too much money here. I was just saying time when Seardros helped us out. So you see something similar there? He laughs.
Why does this feel like an interrogation, Mr. IAP agent?
We're both the same now, buddy. I don't see an IAP agent here. Just two mercenaries having a friendly chat. He looks at me with newfound recognition. Slowly he nods.
Truer words have never been spoken. Seardros had its own set of underhanded tactics. Nothing as sophisticated as repeater relays taking down full ships, but it was common to see them used for stealing cars and supply trucks.
I'm glad all Polaris vehicles had strong countermeasures against EMP attacks.
True, you saw it from the other end. Well, I suppose we both have given where we are now. Still, I never thought I'd be flying side by side with a former IAP agent.
I agree. How about side by side with a friend, buddy?
I can do that.
Yeah. That's a Lord of the Rings reference. We're both good. Once we're out of the mess, I'm sure we will look back fondly on this adventure.
I'll drink to that.
Toss me one too, buddy. A system checks update flashes across our screen. We click the view one of the diagnostic results. The remaining ship diagnostics come in at a steady pace. Surprisingly, the ship isn't as badly damaged as we thought. I'm sure it's all thanks to all the post-armor modifications. We continue to review each diagnostic result as it completes until all results are in. A lot of these repairs need parts replaced, which we can't get while the storm traps us. For now, all we can do is wait for it to pass. The storm rages for a couple days. Really, a couple days. So what are we doing? Sleeping? I wish I could sleep. I tried to update Celeste on the situation, but external connection is still impossible to reach. I fell in as soon as our lines are reestablished. Oh. Once the sky is clear, everyone gathers on the bridge to regroup and discuss our next steps. We have a good idea of what basic fixes we need to do so we can be in the air again. Iris turns to
How
Kai.
does our navigation system look?
It's able
Like
to
shit?
scan planet side, but unable to connect to any signals outside of this planet.
Yeah.
Not ideal, but not the worst case scenario. Luna, Vela, what's the status on your end?
There's some breakage of medical equipment in the med bay.
Okay. Luna smiles.
But it's nothing a small shopping trip won't fix.
Well, we could get to
Actually, I think it'll have to be a big shopping trip.
one.
The ship can fly, but the warp drive is completely shot.
Oh. I don't know if we can really
We
shop
have
on
to
this
fix
planet.
it if we want to escape. Otherwise, the EMP will take us down again on the flight out.
Then we'll have to locate the nearest town.
On that
no.
note, I've got good news and bad news.
Yay!
What is it?
The good news is the scanner detected a city nearby.
Yay! And what's the bad news?
Bad news is I saw the city during our descent, and it doesn't look like the safest place in the galaxy.
Well,
have to do.
yeah, I'll have to. I'll
We
have
can finish
to
the
do.
rest of the repairs that don't need parts, and update the system calibrations to speed things up.
Iris
Good.
nuts.
While you do that, the rest of us will go to the city and track down the necessary parts.
Once agreed, we prepare the buggy in Atos Vehicles Bay, and that fits the four of us. Soon enough, we're bouncing along the sand dunes towards the city. When we get there, I see why Kai said the place would be bad news. Even calling a city is a stretch. The buildings are few and dilapidated, and the people look less than friendly. Just keep to yourself. Don't, keep a low profile. Blend in. It's hot, it's dry, and it smells like... acrid smoke. I hope we can get out of here fast. Hope I read that right. Iris frowns as she examines our surroundings.
Looks like finding a real shop might be hard.
You mean any shop? Let's be real here. Luna tries for a smile.
Yes. This doesn't seem like the sort of place to have a mall.
Really?
There's quite a bit on this list, so let's cover more ground by splitting up. Kai and I will use the buggy to track down the larger parts.
What? Why can't I go with you, Iris? I'm yawning.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You two, search for these items specifically, as they may be a bit harder to find.
She highlights the specific components for
Sounds
us.
good.
Okay. Afterwards, we head off in our respective directions. The more of this place I see, the more uneasy I feel. It's obviously poor, and I realize the people aren't just unfriendly, they're completely downtrodden, like something here is crushing them. I try to ignore the feeling and react to them the best I can. Lena and I wander around for a while, checking out the few shops we find. One's a used goods store selling old, half-broken odds and ends. Another a pawn shop with the shadiest looking proprietor I've ever seen. The third one has weapons with illegal modifications, making me flashback to my app days when we used to shut places like this down. Nowhere has what we need. Throughout the search, Luna acts weird. She keeps looking around at the buildings and the signposts, frowning like there's a bad taste in her mouth. Is something wrong? She furrows her brow and then leads me towards a more secluded area. She points to a poster on a nearby
There
wall.
seems to be a lot of these on this planet. Bulletin boards, ads, flyers.
I scrutinize the poster. It shows an image of a man in fancy clothes with the words Xenog protects you underneath. They look so protected themselves. These people don't look very well protected. Do they not?
Yes. It seems to be the opposite, in fact. This is clearly propaganda. Something sketchy about this town, beyond its obvious poverty. We should stay cautious.
Okay. We head back into the main area of the town and continue our search. After about 10 minutes, we get lucky and find a promising shop. Inside, we approach the merchant.
Hello. Do you have any ship parts for sale?
The guy does a double take and stiffens up. Are you part of the next crew? Luna and I glance at each other. What makes you say that? Instead of answering, the merchant slaps a hand on his forehead. Oh, so sorry, I'm an idiot. Of course you're in this crew. No one else would come around asking for ship parts like that. He lets out a nervous laugh. Luna's eyes narrow, the air around her
Why?
changing.
Has anyone else come to you looking for parts?
Her voice is dangerous, but not harsh. Luna shifted into a new character. I see what she's did. The merchant thinks we're part of the next crew. If he learns we're not, we might get in trouble if we're trying to buy ship parts. I should play along. Yeah, you better not give any parts to anyone else. I give the merchant the most intimidating look I can. Because you know what happens if they did. I cracked my knuckle. The guy vigorously shakes his head. No, of course not. No one's come here for that. Besides, everyone knows even if someone did buy parts, they need permission to leave the hex shield, which I definitely can't give. He laughs again more nervously than before. His face is shining with sweat now. Luna gives him a smile that just is as dangerous as her voice.
Good. Remember that.
Yes, I will. After a small pause, Luna tilts her head.
The parts?
He jumps and hurries off to get what we need before we can actually tell him what we need. Once we've given him the list, he pulls the stuff he has in the box for us. It's not everything we wanted, but it'll do for now. Free of charge, of course! Luna's profounds. I can tell she doesn't want to take advantage of this guy. She draws herself up, glaring at the merchant.
This money is from Xenoc. Are you going to deny his generosity?
The guy paled as all he manages is to squeak in one word. No! He clears his throat and finishes. Thank you very much.
Xenoc appreciates your loyalty.
We pay and leave with our parts. Luna smiles at me as we step back out into the hot
You
air.
were great back there. Nice work, catching on so quickly like that.
Oh well, you know me.
We make a good team.
I smile back. Thanks. The guy seemed really scared when we went for Xenoc.
Yes, he did. It only confirms my suspicions of what Xenoc is really like, regardless of what his poster says.
We both looked back at the shop.
Anyway, we should text Iris that we found some of the parts.
Okay, I'll do it. Send her a quick message. She responds that she's still gathering the larger parts for repairs. We decided to meet up with her, so it's where she is. We decided to meet up where she is, as it's not that far away. I cannot read right now. Looks like yawn, and now I'm tired. Luna and I head over. I'm sweating from the heat now. It feels like I have sand in my mouth. Can't wait to get off this damn planet. I'm expecting to see Kai beside Iris when we arrive, but he's not there. Hey, where's Kai?
He left to do some recon work.
The merchant walks up to Iris and sets the crate down by her feet. That's all of it.
Thank you.
He nods and walks back into the shop. It takes two of us to lift the crate, so I get one side and Iris gets the other while Luna texts Kai that we're ready to go off. A moment later, Luna looks up from her phone.
He says to go on without him. He'll find his own way back. He's deep undercover collecting some juicy information.
Tell him to continue, and we'll hear what he has to say later.
It'll be fine. Sounds like he's done this before. Luna smiles.
Yes, and it proved to be useful. As surprising as this may sound, he's more responsible than he lets on.
This is normal for him. Let's head back and get these parts to Vela.
Okay. Heavy crate in tow, we head back to the buggy and set off for the Ados. The ship soon looms into view. We drive the buggy up to the cargo ship and park it in the cargo bay where we unload the boxes. Vela pops out from the engineering bay, a wrench sticking out of her pocket, and hurries over. Beep follows close behind her and hurries nearby, careful to stay out of the way. With everyone's help, it only takes us a few minutes to unload everything, regardless of a sheen of sweat forms on my brow. I grunt as I set down the last crate. Is that all of them?
I believe so.
I roll out my shoulder. These parts are heavier than I expected. Do you need help moving them to the engineering bay, Vela? These boxes are heavy.
Oh, it's okay. I actually don't want the crates taking up my workspace, and the parts aren't that heavy when moving them individually.
I nod.
How are the repairs coming along, Vela?
So far, so good. Beep-boop and I have tackled most of the minor repairs. And with the parts secured, we should be on track with the rest.
The robot flashes a thumbs up on its screen. Seems like a great team. I grin. Wow, that's impressive. You guys got a lot done in a short amount of time. I think I'm looking at the dream team over here.
You know it. I don't know what I'd do without this little rust bucket by my side.
The robot screen is blank and a picture of a bucket followed by a question mark appears. Maya laughs and pulls Beep-boop into a hug.
Whatever, you know what I mean.
Beep-boop nuzzles against Vela, a little heart peels on his screen. Aww. Luna smiles while Iris nods.
Excellent. Great work, you two. The sooner we can get off this planet, the better. There's something weird about this place.
Is that why Kai decided to do some snooping?
Yeah, the merchant was really nervous. It was almost like he didn't want to sell us the parts.
Oh, Luna! Luna and I share a glance. That sounds very familiar.
Did he mention Xena by any chance?
Iris shakes her head.
He barely said a word to us. But I saw all of the Xenoc posters and paraphernalia plastered everywhere around town.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We did too. I think he's the leader of this place, since our merchant seems scared of offending one of Xenoc's crew.
Yeah, he mentioned that no one flies out of here without Xenox's permission. He has some kind of hex shield around the planet, so even if we fix the ship, we can't leave until it's down. Vela pouts, or puts her hands on her hips.
And I bet he's not the kind of person who'll just turn it off if you ask nicely.
Well, I mean, we haven't tried. Nope. She sighs.
They never are.
So the question is, how are we gonna find Xenox and get him to turn off the hex shield?
I can answer that.
Oh, great, Kai. Huh? Everyone glances at the entrance. Kai casually leans against the wall with his arms folded across his chest. His lips are curled into a smirk.
Kai, don't sneak up on us like that.
How long were you standing there?
Long enough.
Luna
I
grins.
take it your little stroll around town was fruitful then?
Very. I've got a lot to share.
This sounds like it'll be a long conversation. Let's take it up.
Oh, fucking. As leads us upstairs, we watch behind her, footsteps clanging on the metal. We felt into the lounge to get comfortable on the couches. And that guys, we're going to end this video off. If you'll enjoy some more Astral Ascension. I know I love this game so much. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Peace. I'm really tired. I gotta go.